Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tanner's Favorite Things. I'm Tanner Knight, and today we are going to change some old drum heads. So I just got some brand new Evans G2 heads, I believe is what they are, and we'll give you a close-up of these because these are whipped, including the snare head. I need to replace the snare head too. You can see quite a bit of wear there. And on the tom, it is pretty much destroyed. So this is what drum sets look like when you have a bunch of different drummers come over and bang on the set, which is what I always love, so you're all welcome. But it is time to change these heads. So I just wanted to play them a little bit to show you what they sound like now. And then once I change the heads, we'll do another sound test and see what a difference it makes. So that's what they sound like right now, just so you have kind of an idea of how the sound is being captured. I've got an array of microphones, including the Sennheiser AVX wireless microphone that I'm wearing now into channel 1 of the Focusrite Scarlett 18i20 audio interface. So we've got pretty much every microphone channel populated with the microphone that we can. And I'll try to give you a quick rundown. We got an SM57 on the floor, aiming up. We have an Electro Voice PL88H facing kind of down towards the bottom of the snare. This actually should be a little higher. We have a new vintage Peavey CD20 microphone that I just unboxed a minute ago, so doing double duty. That's right in the center. And then I have, let's see here, a Blue Encore 300 condenser vocal mic capturing this side of the drum set, which is the ride, this tom, and these two crashes for the most part. And then I have an SM57 down at the bass kick. And I usually have another one inside the kick, but I moved that one up in the middle to kind of get the toms today. So that's the microphone array. I have a Sennheiser E906 kind of just positioned in front of the kick as well. So we got a lot of sound capturing points. So hopefully once these heads are changed, we can have a noticeable difference. Here we go. All right, so here we have our Evans G2 heads, brand new, sparkling white in all 3 sizes. So let's go ahead and get this swapped out. To perform the swap, all you need is a drum key, and it kind of helps to have some sort of tuning device if you want to tune your drum heads, which is always nice, but I kind of do it by ear for the most part. If you're wondering why I started here, on my drum set, this last set of 4 screws here is responsible for holding the tom onto the arm. So I want to kind of leave the, not the lowest, but the second to lowest as the last, just so it doesn't make it kind of flop around or anything. So I've kind of found that this is the best way to keep track of the drum, and I can hold it in place while I do this last screw because it wants to just fall. All right, there is the old head. There is the shell. Just have, you know, plywood, pretty standard drum shell, but it's always cool to take a look inside the instrument when you get the opportunity to. So we take the hardware and start replacing, but we can't just go ahead and willy-nilly do it. We have to position the drum first, but let's see here. We want the Evans to be at around in between these two. So let's do that. And now we have to position everything in here, and then line these up. Okay, now I'll get these out of the way. The train of thought here, well, I think I actually want to move this logo right over that one. But the train of thought is to line up the highest bolt first, and then it will hang from that one when you're replacing it. So let's go ahead and line that up. Have your drum key handy, that will help. And then just tighten it down a little bit, not all the way, but just so that you can let go of a little bit of weight. Next, we can put the second bolt in a little bit easier because we're not holding the whole weight of the drum. But again, we're just trying to get a few threads in here, not tighten the whole thing. Okay, so that's all four that affix the drum to the actual shell. Affix the head to the shell, that is. Next, we want to just get these outer four ones kind of positioned where they need to go. Or outer three, I suppose. There's only 7 on these. Okay, so now that I'm at the final screw, this is where I'm going to start tightening things down. And you can see we still got quite a bit of looseness in the head. So I'm just going to go ahead and start tightening a few more cranks, getting things a little bit closer. Again, I'm not getting things super tight this round because I like doing that kind of in a star pattern at the end, but you can see there's still quite a bit of looseness there, but it's getting chased out the more we go around this thing. All right, now with each turn, I'm starting to affect the pitch of the drum. One last, just make sure everything's good. Then we're just gonna go and round in a star pattern. That to me sounds a little bit low. I'm gonna go ahead and star pattern one more time. Just doing half quarter turns, maybe a little more, 3/4 turns in some cases if it feels particularly loose, but bingo. I think that's what we want. Okay, now we repeat the process for the other two. Let's keep going. I'm even stupider than I thought because there's only 6 on here, not 7 or 8. So I counted again and got 6. So luckily I can learn and improve. Okay, last one. Handle with care. Don't know how I missed that one, but there you go. Shell number 2. The old head. Let me try a new technique. Let's see if we can put this in first and line up the holes second. The only problem with this is that I don't have too much room, so let's try that again with the drum down there. Okay, so we should be able to position this okay, the hardest one is done. It really doesn't matter in which order you unscrew the floor tom, as long as your floor tom is like mine, where it's relatively level. Just for fun's sake, I'm going to undo these in a star. Can't really see in here, but just more of the same. Appears to be some sort of birch or maybe maple, or birch and maple, or maybe birch maple poplar type of sandwich or plywood. Okay, I like the logo ever so slightly facing me. There we go. I was almost on it, but not quite seated properly, so I had to back off on that one side a little bit, and now it's properly seated. Want this one a little bit higher. I'm fairly certain that drum toms, well, they can be tuned to anything, but I think they should be tuned to C, G, and D. But let's go ahead and just get a little tuner on here and see what we're dealing with. That's what I'd call an E flat. So it's a little high, but I guess this one is tuned to the C. And that's tuned to D. So that is E flat, C, D, or yeah, E flat, C, D. So there you go. We have old drum heads swiftly preceded by new drum heads, and we have a world of difference. Let's just play one beat real quick and do some fills. I don't know. I think I'm okay, happy with that right now. I might tweak them a bit later. I think if anything, raise them a little higher, make them a little bit tighter. I don't know. We'll see. But there you go. That's the process for replacing your drum heads on your toms. Next, we'll have to do this snare. It is pretty worked. Otherwise, we'll just keep playing it and hope that it holds up. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out via the comments section in this video, or you can always email me at tannersfavoritethings@gmail.com. And I thank you for your time. As always, it's always a pleasure to share some music with you, and if you like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you can subscribe, I would appreciate it even more. And one of these days, we'll reach the goal of 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Hope to see you on the next one.